Hello everybody, it's me, Kitty Pineapple, and guess what? I am sitting here at Sam's Town in Las Vegas, Nevada with my next guest. Actually, kind of my first guest because I just started this podcast. This is episode 2 of I'm Just Kidding. So, anyway, I'm babbling. This is what happens when you smoke before you get to the destination. You just forget that you have oh, hi, we have a guest. Saxon Sawai, ladies and gentlemen. If you, thank you so much for joining me on this in your room.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
So like, okay, what are you doing in Vegas right now?
Vegas, I'm visiting some family out here.
Yeah.
Just relaxing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all. Just hanging out.
No work.
No work right now.
Nothing.
Chilling. Yeah.
All right. So for you guys who don't know yet, Saxon Sawai is an aspiring actor. Working actor, actually. And I know that he's a working actor because it took me by surprise when I was watching a show that I think we all can enjoy. You know, you've heard of Cobra Kai. Yeah, I'm watching Cobra Kai, and I see Chosen, right, looking for an ex-lover of his life, and then gets to the door, and he's like, thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, we're with him. I'm like, Chosen, he's finally gonna do this.
Yeah.
And he opened it, and it was you. I was like, oh, you. What? Now that got me personally because I was with him. I wanted him to, face her, but then no, that didn't happen. Plus 2, it was you, and I know you. I was like, you fuck up.
Yeah. I was that guy.
Now I'm not sure. I don't think I got the context of that scene. Are you the new lover?
I apparently it seems that I am the new lover.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Because I don't know how old she's supposed to be. In relation to him, so I assumed you being around might be like a younger son or a love child of Chosen. I don't know.
No. Because
Chosen your dad?
Well, no. So Chosen gets the Dear John letter, right?
Oh.
From Kumiko saying that she just wants to be friends with him.
Oh, that's right.
That's where he gets his heart broken. So apparently, Towel Man was her lover.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which,
Now, I assume you couldn't post or do anything about that scene until that scene actually aired, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, how long were you holding on to that? I imagine that's got to be a pretty exciting flex.
Yeah, it was. So that was like last year. We filmed it in Atlanta, and then I had to wait for the whole season to come out because Netflix did something a little bit different this year, where they did the last season in like portions. So the first part, then they waited to introduce the second part, and then they had a third part. So mine was all the way at the end of the last season, so I had to wait a while for that episode to debut. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Now, like, what was your initial reaction when you found out that you got to play that part?
I was excited. The reason why is because one of my favorite TV series is Cobra Kai. And I was watching it, since when it first came out on YouTube, I was watching it. I binge watched that thing. It was like my favorite series. And then later, on the very last season, I got my opportunity to be on top of that season. I was super happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, the stars must have aligned. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, did you audition, or did your agent say, I got this role you gotta do?
Yeah. Yeah, so I had to audition.
They talk like that.
She talks exactly like that. No, my agent does not talk like that. But no, they came to me. They had a part for me to read for, and I have different agents. I have one in Hawaii. I have one in Atlanta. I have one in LA. So my Atlanta agent came to me and then brought me the role. So I auditioned for it, and then, luckily I got it. So,
Wow. So she brought you the role first.
Yeah.
Then you audition.
yeah,
And then you got it.
yeah.
Like, now, okay, my memory's foggy now. I know you had some pretty good screen time.
Yeah.
Did you have a line?
Yeah. I had a bunch of lines, and a lot of them were in Japanese.
シャワーかなちょっと見に行ってきて
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
because the scene takes place
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Chosen going back to Okinawa to profess his love for Kumiko.
Yeah.
And so that's where I come in. I'm actually speaking Japanese because
Oh,
this is
that's
taking
why.
place in Okinawa.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why I can't remember
Yeah.
something you said.
Yeah, but then you know what? They also cut a lot of scenes out, right? Because we had a lot of dialogue, me and him going back and forth.
Oh.
And then Chosen also had another scene before that, which they cut out. So sometimes, in the edits,
Yeah.
things get cut out, so you just never know what happens. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So you're on set, standing right
Yeah.
in front of Chosen, and in your head you're thinking, bruh, my 1980-year-old whatever self would not believe me. Like, what was your thoughts? Like I don't know, just being in front of someone like Chosen.
I mean, I think that meant more to me than any of the other actors on set. Although I love all of the actors on Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
I think that meant a lot because we grew up in Hawaii watching Chosen in a lot of Hawaii films. You know?
Yeah.
And so we had that personal relationship with him, and plus he has roots to Hawaii, of course, and so when I went and I met with Chosen, I made sure I brought him a kukui nut lei, brought him some chocolates or whatever, and then, made sure that he knew I was from Hawaii,
Yeah.
so we could actually, have that connection. But yeah, I mean, it was super cool. It was super cool, like just meeting him and, kind of like this, right? We were just like talking and,
Yeah.
talking about, just asking questions about his history and how he got into acting and
What?
his Hawaii ties and all that, so
Wow.
it was super cool.
Like, I guess that's part of getting into the character, knowing your character, or was that just him wanting to hang out with you?
No, it's just him being a cool guy, and then just having that relationship,
Yeah.
that Hawaii bond, right? It was like, okay, well, like, hey, man, I grew up watching you, and being from Hawaii, he was a big part of our lives growing up, right?
Yeah.
And so, we kind of just hit it off, and he's just such a nice guy. So very humble, very down to earth. And one thing I learned about Chosen is that he's a very hard worker. Very hard worker. He got his start in Hollywood in LA, but I mean the guy, worked his butt off to get there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, is he really Japanese?
I mean, he's Japanese, but American Japanese, right? So
Yeah.
he's not born and raised in Japan. He's born and raised out in.
He was born
the
and raised
States.
in Hawaii. So
Well, he's not born and raised in Hawaii, but then he's raised in the States. I think he was raised in California, but then his grandfather was like a judo sensei out in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his family ties are all from Hawaii.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so Chosen and Mr. Miyagi,
Chosen, Mr. Miyagi.
their voices are fake.
Bro, and that's why it's like, man, this.
It's an act.
It's crazy, like how good they are. Like Miyagi made his career off of that accent, and it's like
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I didn't
No.
know he wasn't from Japan when growing up.
Yeah. And then you ever seen him do stand up?
Yeah,
And you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
yeah,
What?
yeah. It's crazy.
Wow. So okay. So wow. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Ruined my childhood right there. Now aside from Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Now I mean, I've seen you throughout the years on social media, acting and modeling.
Yeah.
Was acting the goal, or did you start off with modeling and then found yourself doing that?
Yeah, I mean, like my career path has been business. You know, I graduated in business, and then I did that for a bunch of years, and that was
Yeah.
my passion. But I guess on the side of that, I started getting into like the whole social media phase and the Instagram and taking pictures, and then I got into like traveling and adventure photography, and then, you know, after working so many years, I was like, man, I think I kind of got to a point where I'd made enough money to be happy,
Yeah.
but like I didn't really care too much about making more money. You know, like I didn't care about like being like super wealthy, and so I
Yeah.
just kind of like, you know, let me try something different and challenging in life.
Yeah.
So
And then-
I had a few friends that were acting. I was like, yeah, maybe I can try it. So I looked up some agencies in Hawaii. I auditioned.
Yeah.
They signed me, and then I started getting auditions to go on, you know, like commercials
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
film and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's how it started. Wow. Yeah.
See, you guys, that's all you gotta do. Just go to an agency, say hi, I wanna act, and then boom,
Yeah.
you're an actor.
Yeah.
No, it couldn't have been that easy.
Yeah. Well, the guy that I was auditioning with didn't get in, so I don't know. I thought they made everybody get in, but I guess not. Yeah. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So like now, so what's the next? I don't know. Is this are you going further like into acting? Is that something you're going to
yeah.
pursue?
Yeah. So I mean, that's definitely what I'm trying to pursue right now is the acting career. But as you know, I have a niche that I really focus on, and that's the action side of it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things that I've been booked for have been things like, you know, what you saw in Cobra Kai. It's like, kind of
Yeah.
like the guy who's like the love interest or whatever, or sometimes I'm the Chinese spy or Yakuza guy, right? Chinese
And
spy,
Yakuza?
Yakuza guy.
Can you be Korean?
I am. Yeah, I can be Korean. I can be Korean. You know.
I mean, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the one time they cast me as an extra in Battleship with Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And I was a Korean naval soldier.
Oh, nice.
I was like, really, me? You sure?
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, like so you
Yeah.
can be, you can be Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
Yeah.
What? Thai?
Thai,
Any
maybe?
Asian?
Thai, light skinned Filipino. Can I pass? Maybe?
Light skinned Filipino.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could.
yeah.
You could. You could be all the Asians.
Well, because I'm Hawaiian, right? Like who else plays that? Like Jason Scott Lee, right? He's
Jason
Hawaiian
Scott Lee.
Chinese.
Yeah.
So the guy plays everything.
That's true.
He plays
yeah.
Asian. He plays Polynesian.
Yeah.
He can play anything, you know. Yeah.
So you go into the action side of things. What's your favorite? Like thing to like as far as weapons.
As far as the sword, it's katana.
The katana.
Yeah.
Why the sword?
Well, I mean, it's growing up. I started off in martial arts as a 4-year-old kid.
I remember.
Started doing karate, right?
Yeah.
And
Did you do it at the same time I was doing it?
Probably.
At the same dojo?
I don't probably not. Well, I was started off in Universal
Academy?
Universal Kempo.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, but my favorite when I was young was the nunchucks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I used to do the nunchucks when I was young.
Wow.
Because everybody wanted to be like Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah.
So nunchucks it was.
And then?
Now, fast forward, you don't really see nunchucks in film too much.
No.
So I had to like evolve into something that was more practical. And when I think about what people would cast me in for Hollywood films, it'd be like the ninja.
A ninja.
Maybe
Ninja
a samurai, right? So I started off using the katana and learning how to use it properly. So went to Japan.
Oh, wow.
Studied in Japan I've been studying in Japan for a couple of years now. And so that was my start. I had to learn it from the best, and the Japanese are the best, so.
And did you get a sword from there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have a sword from there. When it comes to film, though, I have real swords. I have many different types of swords. I have real
Yeah.
swords. I have fake swords, dull swords, wooden swords, plastic swords, and then I also have something that we call a takemitsu, and that's kind of like a bamboo wooden sword that is made to look like a real sword. So they use that for TV and film in Japan.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's actually really light, but it's
Yeah.
safe, and it's what they use for battle in performances in Japan. Takemitsu.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah. So I learned to use with their
Yeah.
tools.
Okay, let's talk swords. I want to talk swords because how many swords do you have?
At home, and I probably got like maybe 8 swords.
8 swords.
Yeah.
How many are from Japan?
2.
2 are from Japan.
Yeah.
And where are the others from? You go to like a sword shop.
Probably Amazon.
Amazon.
Or like some are from my dad. My dad collects weapons. He
Yeah,
collects
yeah.
knives and swords. So
Yeah.
a lot of times he'd give me his hand-me-downs and stuff.
Okay. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't bought any real swords. Whatever I have is from his collection.
His collection. Or Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
Where these are actually
Yeah.
from.
But people also buy me swords too,
They buy you swords?
Yeah, or they'll buy me like training weapons and stuff like that because they know like I'll use them. So, like wooden swords and plastic swords and,
Yeah. Wow, that's nice.
I have
of
all
them.
different types of swords.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I have a lightsaber too.
You have a
I
lightsaber.
have a lightsaber too.
I imagine that's a little bit harder to different. That's a different style.
It's a different style, yeah.
Yeah, because you only have that much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then again, with the sword, you still only have that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, have you fought with a lightsaber?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Did
One of
you
my
do the big-
buddies who's in Japan right now, he actually studied the art of lightsaber, and I guess you can actually he's actually certified to teach in lightsaber. So I've actually trained under him in lightsaber. So
What?
yeah, it is an interesting craft though.
I
Because you have like different characters, right? You have
Yeah.
like the Darth Vader style, you got the Luke Skywalker style,
Yeah.
Darth Maul style. Everybody got their own different styles in Star Wars. So you actually
I
have to
see.
like master their styles, which my friend did. And so,
Oh no way.
yeah. So I didn't
Kinda-
learn all the styles. I just learned like the basic styles that he taught me, but
So kind of like you've got like the crane, like
yeah,
the
yeah.
crane for
Yeah.
kung fu,
Right.
but for what? What for swords?
Yeah. I mean, you got all kind of different swords, right? And
Or not swords, but sabers. Yeah, lightsabers.
Sabers, yeah.
Like, you have
Yeah.
the style of
yeah.
Yoda.
Yeah, you got the style of Yoda. You got to use a little tiny sword, though.
That's something they can handle. Just saying. So, what's your next? Are you allowed to talk about your next project?
Well, my next project was done over a year ago, almost 2 years ago, and it's going to debut, next month? So I can talk about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good God, it's. Does the weight suck?
It kind of does. But then you kind of get used to it,
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you kind of forget what you did already. You're like,
exactly. And they're like, oh my God, I saw you on the there. Like,
yeah. It's like, oh, wait, you saw me? Yeah, okay.
that's got to be a cool feeling. Have
Yeah.
people pointed you out?
Yeah. What's funny is, but most of it is like my friends and all that, right? Some
Yeah.
people like live in foreign countries, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I just saw you on TV, like on like NCIS or
Yeah,
like, 'cause
yeah.
some of those things like Hawaii 5-0, they stream like worldwide, right? So
Oh shit, that's cool. So like
Yeah.
you're walking around, you get noticed in Hawaii a lot. You go to Hawaii and people are like, hey, that's the guy.
sometimes, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, more so in Hawaii than
Yeah.
outside here, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I guess more of my base is in Hawaii, and I'm on social media out there, so.
Okay, so what is this project that is coming?
I'll be on Lilo and Stitch.
What?
Yeah,
The live action?
the live action.
No way.
Yeah.
Who are you? Are you David?
I am the groom.
You're the groom.
Without giving away too much,
Okay.
because it hasn't come out yet. So
The groom. There's a groom.
there's a groom. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I can talk about anything more than that, but
Okay.
let's just say I get married.
You get married. Is this
I get
one of
married.
these scenes that Lilo crashes?
It's I don't know. It might be.
I don't even have
He's
to
a rascal,
ask.
you know. He's Kolohe. Lilo is Kolohe, so you know. Who knows what that guy's gonna do?
Wow.
I
All
mean
right.
Stitch.
Say less.
I'm sorry. I mean Stitch. Stitch is Kolohe. Stitch is Kolohe.
I think they got it.
Yeah.
So so you're in Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's gonna come out in May,
Are you speaking?
mid-May. Let's just say there's a lot of action involved in it. So.
Man. Bruh. I just want to yell in there. I know that guy. Hey, I know him. Look, we did a podcast. Look.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, wow. So, your next project is done.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can't talk about right now that you can't talk about?
No, I mean, we got some smaller. Well, right now, I mean, I want to say that Hollywood's a little bit slow right now.
Oh.
So things aren't really moving. Things are like kind of in limbo, waiting for maybe like the end of the year, I guess, before like production starts like ramping up again. It's been slow ever since
Yeah.
the strike.
Yeah. Oh.
So we haven't had a lot of productions going on, but I've been working on my own projects here and there,
Yeah.
and so a lot of self-funded projects, and
I
popping up.
see you in an upcoming like Marvel film.
That would be sick. I'd be super down for Marvel.
Like, if you could be a hero on Marvel, who would you be? Or not even a hero, maybe even a villain.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you a Marvel comic?
I
fan?
mean, I would love to be on some kind of some kind of ninja, some kind of samurai character. I know
okay.
G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe's got a lot of like those types of characters, with the mafia, the yakuza, and all that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi is cool.
Yeah, he's got friends.
Is there any samurai? I think there's a few samurai characters, right? In
Marvel?
Marvel?
I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know. Not too.
but
We gotta get
okay,
a.
yeah, I see you on
Yeah.
a Marvel film very soon.
Yeah.
And I do you see yourself on a Marvel film?
Yeah,
very
yeah,
soon?
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have to say.
Speak it.
I know, that's why. And then when it happens, I've got
Yeah,
this.
yeah. And then we'll replay this and like, see,
Yeah.
you were right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my stone is there. I carry a crystal.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think I'm a witch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling that I might have some kind of.
I'm gonna give you all the credit.
Power.
I'm gonna give you all the credit.
No, don't blame me yet. Don't blame me yet. What if it? Oh, I'm not even gonna say it, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, you guys.
Yeah.
Why acting?
I mean,
Not that it's a bad thing, but
Yeah.
why? Because people ask me, why stand-up comedy? I'm like, listen, I
Yeah.
don't know. So, in the same respect,
Yeah.
why acting?
I got into it originally because I thought it was challenging,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be really hard, and I was terrified of the camera. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I didn't think I was gonna be good in front of the camera, and that's
Yeah.
why I started doing it. Yeah, and I was right, because my first audition, my first three auditions, I bombed all of them, and I was horrible at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what kept you going?
I don't like to be I guess, bad at things, you know? Like, if I know I'm bad at something, then I want to, like, okay, now let me try and put some effort in. Let me try and learn what I'm doing and get better at it, you know?
Yeah.
So because I bombed my first 3 auditions, I started, like, going online and typing in how to act and, like, getting online programs of how to act, you know? And then...
Wow.
Yeah, and then I actually went to, like, acting classes
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, this is something that you actually have to train for. You can't just, like, walk into it and just, like, BS whatever, you know? So I did that, and then after a while, you know, I started to practice, and then I got the hang of it. And yeah, and then one day I auditioned for a commercial for Hawaiian Airlines.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like 2 days later, I auditioned for like a documentary, a World War II documentary that showcased the 442 Regiment, the Japanese soldiers. And that I auditioned for, and I also thought I bombed. And then a week later, I got a phone call, and then my agent's like, "Hey, congrats! You got the audition. You got the Hawaiian Airlines commercial." I was like, "Oh man, I'm super stoked," because that was like the first thing I ever booked.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes later, they called me up again, and they're like, "Hey, congratulations! You booked it." I'm like, "No, you just called me up 5 minutes ago. Don't you remember?" They're like, "No, you booked the documentary."
Wow.
I was like, "What the heck?" So, yeah, I booked 2 things in one day, and I was like, whoa, okay, maybe I can do this.
Yeah.
And then when I got on set acting for the first time in the documentary, then I was like, man, I think I can do this. You know? And
While you're doing it.
yeah, while I'm doing it. And then that's when I was like, okay, let me start putting more effort into it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're in it, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Cause that's insane. Do you normally do stuff like that? You're like, you know what? Let's go on the deep end.
Well, I usually think I'm good at something, and then I realize I'm not, or I'm horrible at something. So that's usually what happens. Like, I usually don't go into something thinking I'm going to be terrible at it. I go into something thinking I have a chance, and then I realize I don't have any chance. And then that's when I'm like, okay, frig, I gotta do this. Here's an example. So my history was, you know, in high school, well, growing up, right, you know that I did karate from 4 years old to 14 years old. I became a black belt. I wrestled in high school for 2 years, and then I became a power lifter. You know, and I was lifting a lot of weight in my college years. So I thought, hey, man, I wrestled, I'm a power lifter. I did karate, I did kickboxing. I was kickboxing with your dad, right?
Yeah.
So your dad taught me how to kickbox. And so I thought I was pretty badass, right? I thought I was like Cobra Kai level. I go to my first class of jiu-jitsu, and a guy 20 pounds smaller than me that had only been training for 3 or 4 years, like, demolished me. In 5 minutes, I got, like, choked out so many times and wrecked me. You know, and all my power and whatever I had and my wrestling abilities didn't mean anything in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I realized, man, there's something that I suck at, and so that's when I started doing jiu-jitsu full time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
I admire that spirit. I love that. Like, cause every time someone told me I couldn't do something, I'm like, fuck. You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Like, why? Cause now I gotta go fucking do it.
Yeah.
And I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, makeup wasn't always, I guess, this coherent. Like, one time this one lady, like, came to one of my shows and told my friend who invited her that my makeup looked like shit. And I was like, fucking bitch. Yeah. And I came back with a vengeance, and guess what? She's still old. So, anyway, so you're the kind of defiant kind of person. You're like, you don't tell me not to do something.
Yeah. I mean, I live like where if I'm good at something, I kind of get complacent. So sometimes I need people to tell me that I'm not good at something or I need to work on something. Yeah. And that puts that fire in me, and I'm like, okay. Now I'm gonna show you that I can do it. Yeah.
So, what happens when you reach the peak of acting?
When I reach the peak of acting, shoot.
What are you gonna do next?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can always like move on to other things. You know, you can produce. You can always.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always, especially in action, there's always ways of getting better, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So like, if you're better at like Taekwondo,
Yeah.
you can always learn something else like Wing Chun or Jeet Kune Do or
Yeah.
become a better, wrestler or whatever. There's
Yeah.
always something you can work on in action, yeah.
That's true.
And there's always different types of choreography
That's right.
that you can always get better at.
People get paid to create choreography.
Yeah.
Fight scenes.
Yeah,
So, wow.
yeah.
Do you create your own fight scenes?
I create some of them, yeah. But there's a lot of my friends that are super good at choreo, so a lot of times it's like, hey, I'll do whatever choreo you want to do, and then
Yeah.
let's work on it, Yeah. Like choreo's not like my passion, that's why,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's more on the acting side and the action acting and the performances.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
imagine, especially when it comes to sword fighting,
Yeah.
that has to be kind of on point with the
Yeah.
choreography.
Yeah.
Because you can lose a finger. As fake as it is.
Well, you can't get hurt. You
there's
can't
still-
get hurt. It's fake. You can still get hurt.
Yeah, there's still hard objects that you
Yeah.
can get hit with.
So, for example, I was doing a fight scene in Japan recently, and then it was with my friend, and we're working on the choreography, but we're going hard, right? Because it has to look real. So we're swinging hard.
Yeah.
We're swinging safe but hard. But I tried to duck, and as she's swinging, I duck into
it's
her
a she.
blade. If it was a real blade, man, my head would have been cut off, right?
Yeah.
But she hit me with the blade, and it like went right on my eye, and it just went pack, and then like big like
Oh,
ball on my
no.
eye, right? But
Oh,
that's the part of
shit.
it, right? That's part of it because you're trying to make like good choreo has to look dangerous.
But lighting is, I mean, your face is your money.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes things like that happen. So you gotta try and be as safe as you can, but sometimes things like that happen. You just gotta be as safe as you possibly can.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Could you just get like a
Yeah.
a stunt double?
You can.
Are you the double?
I
Have you
guess
ever
I'm the
doubled for
double.
someone?
I'm the double, and I guess I'm the actor too sometimes. So
Oh, shit.
yeah.
So are you in any, have you done any like scenes that we don't know it's you, like Arrow or Flash or any of the CW shows?
Yes, I have. I mean, I usually don't double, but I think my last double was on Doogie Kamealoha for Daniel Day Kim.
Oh, what? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You doubled for him?
I doubled for him, yeah.
Like you were
Yeah.
his rear shot?
Yeah, because I think we look similar, like our
Yeah.
features look similar. So a lot of times when I'm walking on set, or before that, I'll be walking on set on like Hawaii Five-0, and people would be like, "You look like Daniel Day Kim." I'm like, yeah, people tell me that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's awesome.
another guy people tell me I look like, even more so than Daniel Day Kim, is Mark.
Mark Dacascos?
Yes. Yes. But he's half Filipino, half Japanese, right?
He is. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's what it was about him. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what he was.
I think he's
Double
Hapa too, yeah.
Dragon.
He's got maybe like Hapa blood too, yeah.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know. Something like that though.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Holy shit.
But yeah, so I did double Daniel Day Kim, and then in that scene, Daniel Day Kim takes like a Hadouken in this scene. It's like a dream sequence. He takes a Hadouken from his coworker, and then he like flies back and like lands on his back on the ground.
Wait, this is what show?
Doogie Kamealoha.
Doogie Kamealoha.
Yeah.
And he takes a Hadoken.
He takes a Hadouken to his chest, and he flies back on his back on the ground and like lays like lifeless on the ground.
Is this a dream?
It's a dream sequence. So his coworker is kind of upset with him, and she's like having like a dream sequence.
Yeah.
And she's like imagining in her mind, she's like, "Man, I'm gonna blow you away." And then she like does this like kung fu movements,
Yeah.
and then she does the Hadouken to him, and yeah, blasts him But that's me getting blasted. I'm the one that's like flying on his back and
Yeah.
hitting the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's real. The Hadouken.
The Hadouken, yeah, it is. Yeah, I felt
have you
it.
ever experienced that?
The Hadouken?
Yes, like a real life energy being blasted at you.
Actually, I haven't. No,
No?
I haven't. No, have you?
Oh, you want to try it? You want to try
You know
it?
how to Hadouken?
I kind of do.
You do?
I think I do. It's not gonna hurt.
Okay.
You want to?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I see the aura.
Holy shit! I can already feel the warmth between my hands growing.
Am I supposed to be afraid?
I don't know.
Am I supposed to be scared of this?
No, I don't think so.
Hadouken?
No, you should be fine. Wow, this is
I should
big.
be fine. I'm
no,
not
you'll be
afraid.
fine.
I'm not afraid. I'm
You'll
not scared.
You'll be fine. It's nothing.
I don't see anything. I don't. I just see you holding the hand and. Whoa.
That's acting, guys.
What was that? Whoa.
I forget I'm an actor sometimes. So, you did react on purpose. However,
I felt a little bit.
Was there any kind of, I don't know, energy transfer?
I think so. I think I felt it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that what you? Where did you learn that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just happened. It just happened. I was hanging out with my friend, and Spirit tells me like, "Hey, you can do these cool things." I'm like, "No, I
Dang.
can't." Right? And then he's like, while I'm hanging out with my friend, I'm having this conversation with Spirit,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Well, do this then. Put your hands together." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm doing it." And then you feel the warmth. I'm like, "Yeah, I feel the warmth." Now you're gonna turn it into a big ball, and slowly you can slowly grow it and grow it and grow it. And then this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna throw it at her. I was like, no. If it's real, then it's real. And I throw it at her. She's just talking to me. She's like, what was that? I was like, what the fuck? What? No way.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And I it's still in my head. I wasn't sure. I met on another night. I'm not hanging out with my buddy, and I didn't do the whole. I didn't prep her mind. She didn't see me prep. I just pulled it out. And I was like, hey, boom. She was like, don't do that. I'm trying to tell you in the nicest way possible. It makes me weak to my knees. I'm like,
dang. I gotta try that. To have the power to make girls weak at their knees, but
oh no.
I gotta learn that.
Yeah, so it was a weird thing that you just I don't know. It's crazy. So
I might use it in a bad way though. I might turn heel. I might turn villain. Yeah.
You can try it.
I might start like blasting.
You're welcome to try it. My energy comes from a place of love. So when it hits a person, that's when they're like, I don't know. That was a weird reaction.
Is it possible to use love for evil intentions though? Like I got all this love for you, but I want to do evil with it and just like start.
Not gonna lie. There was this person I hated at a comedy club.
Yeah.
And they were up on stage.
Yeah.
I was like, you're gonna bomb right now. And I'm watching. Oh, they tanked so hard. I'm like, oh fuck, this shit works. I'm a witch. I hope not.
That's
maybe I'm
hilarious.
just magical. I can manifest. I don't know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, usually it's something good, something positive happens.
Yeah.
You might meet the love of your life now. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is
Yeah.
she? Where is she now?
She's in Florida. It's my baby girl. I have a baby girl.
You have a baby
I have
girl?
a baby girl,
Like,
yeah.
like a human baby?
Yeah. She's 5 months old.
No way.
Yes,
Just the
yes,
baby? Does
yes.
she come with a mom?
Yeah.
You pointed her out and you're like, my baby girl. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Where is she from?
Yeah, so I'm a dad and
Yeah.
got a baby girl, and so she's
Wow.
she is the love of my life. Yeah.
Right on. So, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 months.
5 months.
I can see why you're traveling. You're like, I'm gonna try something different, like sleep.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure you love hanging out with the baby. So what's next now? If like what is on the horizon in the next few days that you're about to pursue? What's the next project that?
So next project. So I just did a short film and did a social media project with Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been working on that with one of my buddies, Noah Flater. And so we might have more things coming down the pike with Crunchyroll. But then I also just got a call from a Japanese producer / agency owner who wants to rep me out in Japan. And so we're talking about making a film that I might star in out in Japan. And, we'll see where that lies, So we'll see. There's some things that we're talking about different films that he's also being a part of in Indonesia and all that kind of stuff. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so.
And then if people wanted to follow you, what do you want to promote more? TikTok or
mostly Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how do we'll put them on the screen for you.
Instagram at Saxon Sawai.
All right.
So.
Is there a TikTok you care to share with them?
Actually, all my socials are all the same. They're Saxon Sawai. So. Facebook.com/Saxon Sawai. TikTok is Saxon Sawai. And so
They're all Saxon Sawai.
They're all Saxon Sawai. Make it easy for everybody to find me.
Saxon Sawai at gmail.com.
No. That's the only one that's not. Yeah.
SaxonSawai.com.
Saxon.hwd@gmail.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have your own domain yet?
I do.
SaxonSawai.com?
Yeah, but I haven't linked it to my Gmail.
Oh, that's right.
Which I should.
That's right.
Yeah.
But until then, guys, that's Saxon Sawai.
Yep.
You can follow him on all his socials.
Yeah.
And please, if you've gotten this far, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't done it already, put a sword. Like, find a sword emoji. Put it in the comments, because that's anyway. And that's it for I'm Just Kiddie with my guest Saxon Sawai.
Hey.
And I'm Just Kiddie on I'm Just Kiddie. Aloha, you guys.
Aloha.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.